That's right, my feather friends. Eat, 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 so you can poop, poop, poop. Yes, sir. That's what they do. Chicken poop tea. Chicken fertilizer.
Out, learning, growing, finding ways to connect.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's Greg Langhorn, Langhorn HVAC. Creator of Memphis Black Owned Businesses with the ES on Facebook. Mr. Langhorn Chicken Farm. And also, don't forget, I was once, a brief point in time, co-host of the Skunkanized Podcast, which airs on Bunker 96.3 FM every Saturday at 6 p.m. And shout out to Big Skunk for doing this thing, uh, with the radio station. Down there with Krista Taylor and Tina Tilton, Levada, and, a few more of them. But anyway, today I'm gonna do a video on chicken poop tea, chicken fertilizer, chicken fertilizer. Uh, I've been doing my research and I've been getting some input from a few people on it. Uh, the people in my chicken group, if they see this video, a lot of them they they probably gonna be correcting me or either giving me some advice on it or I expect some criticism, but I'm sure it's gonna be positive criticism, you know. And no matter how it might seem to somebody else that it's coming off, uh, all criticism is good criticism. Some of the perks with using chicken fertilizer and they manure is fertilizer for your plants and crops. One thing is that it's actually better than cow manure and horse manure because it don't have the particular ingredients that horses and cows can get from eating hay that'll get into your plants and that'll destroy them. Chicken manure don't have that particular ingredient. So it will be for sale. Uh, it's going to be a 50-to-1 mix. So 1 gallon of this fertilizer to 50 gallons of water. Uh, when using it, do you go through a test phase with it to see how much your plants can take? You know, don't say, he said 50-to-1, so I'm gonna make it 25-to-1. Don't do that. Don't do that. If anything, and don't don't use 2 gallons of it and put it in 50 gallons. Don't do that, cause I'm telling you, I'm making it where it's gonna be highly concentrated. Uh, and I had a sales price, and it's gonna be affordable, and it's gonna be worth it. If you're doing tomatoes, cucumbers, watermelon, squash, mostly for plants that grow on top of the ground, because you don't want it to go down in the ground and settle on potatoes and uh carrots and stuff like that, and some negative takes effect, uh because it's a lot when it comes to farming that you just have to know as a farmer. uh I used to own a, a landscape and tree service. I did a lot of horticulture. uh I worked for environmental landscaping back in something like 2000, 2001. And it wasn't long after that before I started my own landscaping service, because I kind of inherited landscaping from my granddaddy, George Reed. But anyway, that's the intro. That's the intro to this video. And stay tuned, and I'm gonna show y'all how I'm gonna mix up this chicken tikka. All right, this was a pressure washer, but it's got some issues with it. It's got some issues with it. Well, it still is a pressure washer, but it's got some issues with it. I'm sure it could be refurbished, but it really ain't what I want to do with it. I made my mind up as far as this pressure washer right here. I think it leaked gas or something. I think it cranked and some or whatever. I got it from a guy I did some HVAC for. Matter of fact, his name was Greg. I did a video with him. All right, man. Gregory Langhorn with Langhorn HVAC. I'm here with Greg. So, Greg, man, tell the folks, man, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. He hooked me up with a complete central unit in the A core and the condenser, and everything's working fine. I mean, the guy knows more than the average Joe.
I appreciate
that.
that.
A lot more than Chokes and who's those other guys that got the
Man,
big business.
look, I be forgetting their name because I don't never pay them no attention.
All that advertising they doing, take him.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Langhorn HVAC signing out, baby. And I did some HVAC work for him, and we kind of swapped out part of the payment for the HVAC work, and he gave me this pressure washer setup. Well, I'm gonna use this 100-gallon tank to mix my chicken poop tea in because it got all the criteria. I can seal it airtight. I can seal it airtight. I don't know what that is in it, which I'm gonna get it out. I'm gonna get that out. That ain't gonna be in my fertilizer. And who knows? I might get it. Probably be a good idea to get it fixed. Cause at least I know what's gonna be in it. Fertilizer for my plants and for my crops. So, but I'm just gonna start out first of all mixing my tea. Got a couple of holes and nostrils on it, so that when I wanna let some out, strain it, or do whatever I gotta do with it, and remix it and let it do what it gotta do. It's gonna collect and it's gonna add up. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be mixing in right there. So probably need to set the water hose up now. Disconnect some of this stuff so I can allow it to drain this stuff out. Let's drain it out into a bucket or something so that my chickens don't get hold to it, and I pour it out somewhere and where it don't make them sick. So a lot of stuff laying around my yard. Look like it's something that's just junk, but one man junk is another man trash. How about that? Yeah. This what I call getting ahead of the game. I like when I can do stuff that create income and I can kind of gauge it. You know what I mean? I like when I can do stuff and I can create income. I know it's a process. I know it's gonna take time, but I'm doing something towards getting some money. Like, even though people might, I ain't got nothing to do. No, I got something to do. I always got something I can be doing. And yep, getting ahead of the game. Chicken gold. Once I put it in here and let it break down, I'm gonna transfer it to here. If you doing something, you gotta do it right. You gotta know what need to be mixed in it and how it need to be mixed and at what percentage. But because I got the lid to go on this container, and it's gonna ferment it the way that I want it to do. It's gonna do everything I want it to do. I'm gonna stick with this container right here. Drill holes in one of these buckets. sit it down in there so that the fertilizer can strain into it. Mix it, probably mix it up every day. I'll probably make me some type of powder bit or something, put it on the end of my drill, and just stir it up and mix it, stir it up and mix it. But as it come out of this container, as it come out of here, I'm bringing it into here. I gotta give me some test equipment to be able to test the chemical balance in it. Which that ain't gonna be no thing. I ain't gonna worry about that. But I'm gonna do that even if I gotta take it somewhere and have it tested. For them to tell me my percentages or to teach me how to do it. I don't mind learning how to do something. But yep, Langhorn chicken poop tea, fertilized. Grass clippings. That ain't hay. Don't put no hay in your chicken coop if you're gonna be making chicken poop tea. Yeah. See how this is causing this leaf to break down and deteriorate? Right. This is a very decent web right here. And that's how you want it. That's how you want it. That's what you need. Oh yes. Now, I'm pretty much only gonna get what I need, and I ain't gonna disturb so many places and areas that has it in it. I'm just gonna only get what I need as I need it. But you can look around, you can see. And this in my yard. When I'm here, I'm doing stuff like I'm doing now, which is making this poop tea. But I just want to show y'all that web, and I want to add that to it. But y'all probably gonna see me shine this camera across this property plenty of times. But I'm just showing you that. I mean, just showing you that I'm just right here in my yard. Yeah. Fungus. I just chopped it up and broke it down, but it's, you can see what I got in there. You can see all the webs in there. They all do it. They all do it. I'm gonna pour it in with the water and the manure that I'm going to be letting cook. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm just gonna say it's cooking. But boy, you're gonna have some juicy tomatoes, watermelons, cantaloupe, apple trees, peach trees, plum trees, whatever you want to plant. This gonna be what you need. This gonna be what you want. Yeah. I'm gonna rotate it in. I got a pump, a water pump that I'm gonna put in the mix of all this so it can be aerating and bubbling and doing what it gotta do. And you're gonna get everything you need to produce a God. Yep, yep. I don't know, some old farmer might say, I ain't Langhorn, we heard you got some good fertilizer, man. I need you to fertilize about 50 acres. How long is it gonna take you to mix up some of that fertilizer? Oh, I got you, because it's all organic. It's organic. And everybody ain't organic farming. They say they is, but they ain't. Not everybody. Because a lot of the seeds that you get, they already been crossbreeded or germinated in some type of way through some other type of GMO. You know what I mean? Yep. You just got to know what you're doing. All right, so what I got here, what I got in here, it's enough for me to make 50 gallons of concentrated fertilizer every other day. As I get enough chicken poop in some of these buckets around here, like half a 5 gallon, 3/4, or a whole bucket or whatever, it's going in here, which is gonna raise the concentration level of it. It's gonna raise the concentration level of it. But I'm gonna keep up with the amount of chicken poop that go in here and all the different mixtures that has to take place in this barrel. So I know what I got in here. I know what I put in here today. And as I go, I'm just gonna keep in mind what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I know I'm gonna get it up to at least 100 gallons and move it over into there. And once I get this to 100 gallons, then I know what I got. And let it run out of there, go into the pump, have the pump it back in, and just have it circulate. Once I got it to where I'm satisfied, I'm gonna put it in gallon bottles and I'm gonna say, hey, it's ready. It's ready. And that's how we gonna do the Langhorn fertilizer. Dig. Peace out.